Barber, touchdown. And the Buccaneers back on top. Ball's out, and the Buccaneers take it over. But it's a safety to make it a three-point game. Well, here's the opportunity for Cam Newton. Fourth down to the biggest play of the game coming up. McCaffrey did not get it. Tampa Bay is going to win this game with that defensive stop.
Welcome into First Take. Good morning, everyone, and welcome on this Friday the 13th. I'm Roz Goldon-Woode, filling in for Molly Karam. I'm with Stephen A. Smith, and Max is here. Max Kellerman joining us from Vegas. I know you're in your old stomping grounds, handling some boxing matches.
Indeed.
I just want to say this, Max Kellerman. I want to look out for you here because you're in California, and you hear me now. And your mic appears to be working now, but I'm hearing that there's some difficulties. And if there is difficulty, I know what really is happening is that Max is a little bit nervous, having to go against his boy right now, and it's probably getting the best of you. I understand, Max. If you need a break, if you need a little bit more time to prepare, if you're a little bit nervous and you're not ready to go, we can always blame it on the technicians. We could do that, Max. We could do that. Do you need us to do that?
Stephen A., the show's not even 60 seconds old. You're already wrong. I'm in Vegas, and guess what? I'm feeling lucky. Let's do it. Let's do it.
You know what? Forgive me. Hey, listen, that's an honest mistake. You're usually in L.A. Come on, man. That's an honest mistake there. All right? That really is. That really is.
Don't project on me. You're Mr. L.A. nowadays. You're Mr. L.A. Ever since Stephen A. Smith shows on in L.A., you can't stay out of that city.
He busted me there. It's kind of true, bro. He's kind of got me there. He kind of got me there.
Max, I know you're in Vegas right now. You're on the call for some boxing coming up, so we'll hold it down for you here in New York. Let's get right to it, all right?
Yeah, let's do it.
Well, what we hope to do is, Christian, we felt had a good opportunity to score. And so we went fake reverse, ghost action, trying to, deke him a little bit. And we had every opportunity. And, we thought we could at least get the first down, and unfortunately we didn't.
Is Cam's foot such that you
No, his foot is not such.
Anymore?
We don't trust it. Don't even worry about the foot. The foot's got nothing to do with it, okay?
Would you have liked the ball in that final play?
Of course. But like I said, you're not about to sit up here and have me point and say what I would have called different or me personally, I accept full responsibility in making sure that offensively I do my part and I uphold my end of the bargain. That's the only thing I can say right now. And, I'm shameful to say it that way, and it came down to that, not being able to put up points. But, hey, at the end of the day, it's the National Football League. Some games you lights out and you can't miss, and some games, you miss. So at this particular point in time, it's up to us offensively to do better. Because our team has given us opportunities.
And you see Cam taking full blame. Hey, he said, it starts with me. It's on me. Stephen A., are you losing faith in Cam?
I've been losing faith in Cam Newton. Let me be very, very clear about this. The first thing he should have a problem with is that wardrobe. That's the first thing he should have, or better yet, to be more specific, that damn hairdo. I don't know what the hell that is. I mean, my goodness, please do something with it. That's number one. And if I'm talking about somebody's hair, we got a problem. That's number one. Number two, here's the deal. Cam Newton, what did I spend this week saying, Max Kellerman? What did I spend this week saying? Accuracy from the quarterback position matters. There is no question that Ron Rivera, at some point in time, you and North Turner, quarterback sneak, you ever heard of that? Try it. The brother can run with the football, for crying out loud. Try it. Now, maybe in that particular situation, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, led by Todd Bowles and his defense, because we all know he might have struggled as a head coach with the New York Jets, at least for a couple of seasons, but there is no question that the man knows something about defense and being a defensive coordinator. He probably would have been ready for Cam Newton on a sweep or quarterback sneak. There's no question about it. I understand it, but at some point, you might have wanted to exercise that as opposed to trying some fake reverse, some ghost sweep for Christian McCaffrey, who's arguably your best player. You don't want to go in that direction. But in the end, what this comes down to, more than anything, is Cam Newton. 24 of 50 for 324 yards. That's less than 50% of his passes. He was underthrowing and overthrowing all night long. There were a myriad of opportunities that he missed. And what did I tell you? Listen, he's Cam as my man Primetime Deion Sanders would say, Cam, oh, please. I mean, we used to sing that in a very complimentary fashion. Now we're lamenting what we're seeing from this young man. Cam Newton is the third best quarterback in his own division. And all I'm saying is he's a superstar athlete. He is a high-end producer. He will help you win games. I am in no way trying to disrespect him. I know he can play. But in terms of throwing the football accurately, he lacks some serious stuff in that department. And until he gets that right, Carolina ain't going nowhere. You ain't beating Atlanta in this division. You're not beating New Orleans in this division if this man can't find accuracy. I know Max has found it last year, but this year, so far, no.
Cam Newton's the fourth best quarterback in the division last night. Jameis Winston outplayed him. Jameis had a good game by his standards. Cam had a very poor one.
He'll mess up next week.
Head coaches and GMs are sometimes allowed to lie. Ron Rivera is flat out lying here. Do I know this for sure? No, this is my opinion. Man, Ron, come on, stop. Cam Newton is fit. It has nothing to do with the leg, nothing to do with the shoulder. Stephen A., Cam Newton is clearly hurt. It's affecting his accuracy. It's affecting play calling from the sidelines. Clearly hurt. Look, you have Cam Newton. How many yards did he rush for? 0, 1, 2? I mean, like, there was nothing. 3 different times in the game. Chance for a quarterback sneak. When Stephen A., the quarterback sneak, and I love, I bring up Warren Sharp analytics a lot. You lament it. I love when I'm watching a game and I'm like, what happened to, and then afterwards the analytics guys are asking the same questions. That's when I know I'm on the right track. Stephen A., the best play in football in short yardage situations, when you need that first down, it's 4th and 1, is the quarterback sneak. And it's not rocket science. Why? Because the quarterback is closest to the line of scrimmage. And when you have a big, strong, fast quarterback, it's very difficult to stop. That goes for any quarterback, let alone Cam Newton. They've tried the quarterback sneak with Cam Newton much more than any quarterback over the years, like way more. Second place is not close. He is successful doing it more than anybody else. Even as a percentage of his attempts, he's extremely successful on a very successful play. So I don't want to hear, well, Tampa's ready for it. Who cares? The fact that you dial it up 0 times when you need it tells me that it's an injury. Why? Because even if they're ready for it, even if Cam is diminished somehow because of his leg, right? And you still think, well, he's not. No, even a diminished Cam Newton has a better chance with a quarterback sneak than dropping back 7 yards and trying a pass or handing the ball to the running back coming out of the backfield. You're giving up those yards. So the fact that they didn't even try it tells me it's not just that they didn't think it was going to work because it had a better chance of working than anything else. It's that they don't want to risk exacerbating an injury. That's what it tells me. Cam is hurt. You cannot judge him off of these performances.
So, Stephen A., what Max seems to be making this about is that it is simply a health issue. Cam in the offseason had the shoulder surgery, in the preseason hurt that left ankle again, which he had surgery on in 2014. Do you agree? Do you think this is a health issue, or are you trying to say Cam Newton is in decline? This is a skill issue.
Well, first of all, I don't try to say much. I just say it.
So what do you say?
Damn right I'm not saying it's an injury issue. It's a skill issue. I'm sorry, was he hurt in 2011? No. He completed 60% of his passes. Was he hurt in 2012? He completed 57% of his passes. Was he hurt in 2013? He completed 61% of his passes. Was he hurt in 2014? That was 58%. 2015, his MVP year, 59%. Accuracy throwing the football has been an issue for Cam Newton throughout his career. I am not insulting this man by pointing out that fact. I'm acknowledging all the other skill sets that he brings to the table. He's a phenomenal athlete. He can run with the football. He can move chains. He can make plays. On occasion, he can throw the football. On more than occasions, he can throw the football. But more often than not, accuracy throwing the football from the quarterback position has been an impediment to the success of Cam Newton throughout his career. Last year with North Turner, his first, was the first time we saw Cam Newton flinging that football before he got injured. 67%. All I'm saying is the first 7 years. That's right. But the first 7 years, Max, Accuracy was an issue.
Okay, well, I'm not going back to
listen.
I'm not going back to 2000. Listen, look, I respect the argument. Max, last year, first half of the year was an outlier, right? Look at what he's always done. But you're going back 7-8 years to show me that he's inaccurate.
No!
You just
7,
said it.
6,
New
5,
offensive
4, 3,
coordinator.
2.
Guys, Cam Newton is 30 years old. Can he
starting
improve
7
on
years.
accuracy at this point of his career? Can he improve on accuracy?
Look,
He
Norv
did last year.
Turner, yes. Norv Turner, you just said it. So if you look at something new and you say, well, that's an outlier, or could it be a trend? Were there any other new circumstances in his environment a factor that you enter in that would change things? Yes, you bring it up, Norv Turner. There's no reason to believe, or there's lots of reason to believe Cam could sustain an increased performance in terms of his accuracy. The fact that he was inaccurate throwing the football, you need to plant your foot, you need a shoulder to throw.
Let's stay at your point.
He was muscling the ball. He was inaccurate down the field as a result of injury.
Let's stay
Real quick,
at
Stephen
your
A.
point. Let's stay at your point.
I'd like to say one thing, and then you can respond to the earlier point.
Go ahead. No problem. My bad. Go ahead. You're right.
No problem. Cam deserves credit for being out there. Andrew Luck is retired. Cam took the same hits. He's out there not making excuses. I'll make the excuse for him. The man's hurt, period.
But I'm saying to you, Max, I'm not saying he's making excuses. I'm not accusing him of doing such a thing. I'm not even saying that you're wrong about the improvement, but I'm accusing it of being an outlier. I'm saying it's an aberration. What's normal when it comes to Cam Newton is for us to look at his throwing accuracy and have that as a question mark. And when you consider that and then look at his own division with New Orleans and Atlanta, look at the NFC overall with LA, Seattle, Green Bay, Chicago, Minnesota, Dallas, Philly. I just gave you 7 teams that they got to deal with outside their division, and this brother's got accuracy issues. I'm sorry. I can't be high on that. I can't.
All right, guys, we got to wrap it up here. A lot more to debate and to come on First Take. Should Odell expect a rough afternoon after his comments about Jets defensive coordinator Greg Williams? Stephen A., what else we got?
A lot more to come. It's Football Friday here on First Take.